Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Hopefully, you're doing well. I'm just waiting for everyone to get in the room from YouTube to Instagram. All right, so let's let everybody into the room before we get started. If this is the first time you've been in one of my live streams, my name is Brill, and what I do is I create pedestal wives. Welcome to the Pedestal Wife Society. All right, so let me make sure I have. Hi, Instagram. Hi, ladies. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello, YouTube. How are you doing? Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Let's talk about stop chasing him. Stop chasing men. A lot of us do not realize that we're still chasing. How? How? How do you know if you're chasing or not? First of all, let me ask you a question. Do you daydream about your wedding to him? Do you daydream about your life with him? Do you daydream and think about how many kids you're going to have together? That is a different form of chasing. That is energetically chasing. That's a lot of mental energy on one man that you have no commitment with. Stop chasing men physically or energetically. The energy that you put out, imagining the wedding, imagining the kids, imagining the lifestyle, just imagining, that is a lot of mental energy and it can be felt. How can it be felt? A lot of times when women are in this process of imagining and thinking about their life with this man, you tend to pull away from others. You tend to pull away from the rotation. You tend to not answer phone calls when someone calls. You tend to keep yourself in a space of standing and waiting for him to call, to make a date, to text, to email. This is still a form of chasing. Women have to stop chasing men physically and energetically. We have to stop chasing men. It can be felt. I think some of us think that because we're not physically doing something, we're not texting him, we're not calling him, we're not emailing him, we're not showing up to his place of work, that we're not chasing him. But if we spend all of our time daydreaming and imagining and thinking about this man, that is a lot of mental energy that you're giving towards him, and it can be felt. A lot of us don't even realize that we pull away from our friends, we pull away from our normal life, we pull away from the people who love us and care about us because we're so concerned, so focused on that man. Stop chasing him. Hello, Pastor Watts. Hey, babes. Another thing that we don't realize that we're doing when we're chasing, because like we think that chasing is only physically doing something. If you're physically showing up wherever he's at, or you're physically texting, or you're physically calling, or you're physically emailing, you're doing something to chase. But some of us are actually chasing energetically as well as physically. And like I said, this can be felt. A lot of us don't realize that most people can tell when we're invested, involved, or trying to bond with a man, because there is some energy that you have to have, or this you have to pull away from some of the things that you have focused on when you're trying to bond. So this is the reason why it can be felt. It's very easy to tell when a woman is trying to get the attention, the validation, or get something in that manner from a man. And that is a part of chasing. That is a part of pursuing. That is a part of getting attention, the validation, or getting something from him. When you're being chased yourself, or when you're being pursued yourself, you will notice that a lot of the things are reversed. He is thinking about you. He is texting you. He is calling you. He is emailing you. He is showing up wherever you are so he can be seen, so he can get his little touch of validation and attention from you. Distraction is what normally happens, and it's another symptom of giving a man your energy. You're distracted from your real life. You're distracted from your friends. You're distracted from your loved ones. You're distracted. And this is another mental energy drain that we don't even classify or think about as a way that we're chasing men. When you chase him and you're trying to get his attention and validation, and you trying to get a relationship from him, it can be felt and it is known. Some of us think that obsessing and beating ourselves up if he likes us or if he doesn't like us, that he doesn't realize that this is going on inside of us. It is. Because a lot of us will put on a facade, put on a mask, be someone we truly are not, just to get the attention of a guy, get his attention get his approval for the relationship that you want with him. One of the things that I really want to make sure, if no one else really listens to my platform or even takes it seriously, because some people don't, and that's okay. That's okay. If anything, I want women to understand, you have a better chance of being yourself, having that man fall in love with the mean girl that you are, versus a man getting only a peek of boo at the nice girl that you are only one or two times. I would prefer him to know what he's getting and what he's receiving, versus if I try to be someone else or try to do something else or try to get that, do something, be something, act in a certain way in order to get attention and validation. He's going to know what he's getting when you be yourself. Be yourself. There's no one else that's available. I prefer any man that you're talking to, the one that I married, he married the mean girl that I am. Because it was better for me to show the mean girl that I am versus for him to get a glimpse of the nice girl that I can be, especially when that's not my natural setting. That is not who I am. I want him to get the full gist, the full 100% of who Braille truly is, so that when he sees those good parts, he sees those good things, he sees those good, that razzle dazzle that I have inside of me, that it's not, he won't feel some type of way when it's pulled away from him. He'll know that maybe that's just a moment in time, that maybe I wouldn't be that in that moment and in that second, in that hour, and he won't be sitting here falling in love with somebody that I'm not. Stop chasing men. Be yourself, and you will be a whole lot more happier. Because what's happening is that most women, you're doing all of this. You're chasing. You're calling, you're texting, you're emailing, you're thinking, you're dreaming about him. You're doing all the things you can to get validation and attention from him. And being on your best behavior. Well, some of you all know, y'all can test a saint. Some of you all know that you test saints. And everybody in your life will not ever look at you as though you're a good girl, a nice girl, someone easy to get along with. But you out here in these streets trying to date in a manner that is not going to be successful for you over the long haul, because he fell in love with the nice girl that you really aren't. Be yourself. Stop chasing man. Stop changing who you are in order to get the attention and validation from a man. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with working on who you are. There's nothing wrong with taking who you are and trying to become a better woman. Nothing wrong with that. But let's not sit here and go so far left. I see so many videos where people are advising women, oh, you got to do this. You got to sit this way. You got to speak this way. Baby, what's going to happen when that mask falls? What's going to happen when that mask falls and he realizes that you aren't the woman that he fell in love with? He's going to always be waiting on that good girl, that nice girl, that get along girl that was not there prior, because you've never been her in the first place. Baby, be who you are. If you're a mean girl, be that mean girl 1,000 on time, because guess what? That is who he's going to fall in love with. I would prefer to fall in love with the mean girl I am versus try to fall in love with the nice girl that I can only be in certain instances, in certain situations, and certain periods or certain times. Stop chasing men. Stop trying to figure out how to change yourself in order to fit in what he requires, and try to and instead work on yourself. Worry about who you are. Worry about, does he fit in my lifestyle? Does he fit in my thinking as far as what a man should be? Does he align with my values? Does he align to me? Versus you're always trying to figure out how to align to him, how to change yourself, remake yourself, how to become the woman that he wants you to be. Be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Stop obsessing. Stop beating yourself up because he doesn't like you. Babe, move around. He doesn't like you. He doesn't like you. We have to realize, when you start looking at men as adults, let me tell you this. This helps so much. When you start looking at men as adults, stop listening to everybody else telling you that men don't know their own minds. Men don't know their own thinking. Men don't know what they want. They do know what they want. They do know what they want. And they are very obvious about what they want. They don't mind telling you. They don't mind showing you. The reason why they don't mind telling you and showing you is because a lot of you will ignore it anyway. Because you've been taught out of society, by the world, that men don't know what they want, that they're not adults. Treat every man like an adult. Like what he is showing you is truly what he is and who he is and what he believes in. And you'll be a whole lot happier. You'll be a whole lot happier. And once he shows you, do not take it upon yourself to try to change him, try to remake him, or try to help him grow as a man. That is not your job. If his mama didn't do it, baby, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to. Stop obsessing. Stop contemplating. Stop thinking. Stop beating yourself up. Telling yourself that you have to change to be this in order for it to be accepted. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with growing as a woman. I do that too. Yeah, I'm still doing it too. At this age, and I currently am, I am still growing as a woman. I am still learning. I am still evolving. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's a problem with that when you try to evolve to be the perfect match for him, to be the perfect woman for him. Then that's the problem right there. Stop possessing, stop beating yourself up, and start working on just you for you. And all good things come to those who wait. All right, so let me go ahead and take a break and see what everybody's saying. I'm going to look quickly on Instagram because I see there's only one comment. That was the quickest way to a proposal for me. Absolutely. That was the quickest way to a proposal for me too. I never tried to be something else. Like I evolved and I leveled up as a woman, which you're supposed to do. As you get older, you should get wiser. Okay. As you get older, you should get wiser. So I was able to critique and change the things that's going to help me overall to be a better woman, not me to fit in his lifestyle to be a better woman for him. That is not the way we do these things. And I see it so many conversations online talking about, oh, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. Baby, I was mean. I was spoiled. I was princess. And he still married me as I am. I've gotten better. I've gotten better at my communication style. I became better at learning how to resolve conflict. I became better as a woman. But I did those things for me. I didn't do those things for him. I did it for me because I wanted certain results and outcomes. And the meaner I was, and I do have a policy, and I do believe women should be at their meanest when they're having these relationships, because then he'll get the full gist of who you are. What happens is a lot of women, they decide to figure out, because women are good at what we do. We're good at what we do, right? We can observe and just pinpoint that one little thing that maybe he didn't know he needed. We can observe and pinpoint that one little thing that's going to improve his life. We can just look at a man, figure out, okay, all he needs is this, and that will improve his life. Now let me go ahead and jump into this space and into this role and do these things, and he's going to want me. Women are smart. They do it every single day. And that's what we've been pushing. Well, that's what social media has been pushing for women to start, fitting themselves into whatever box he requires in order for you to get a ring and become a wife. And I'm here to tell you, I was mean. I was princess-like. I was over the top. You all are only seeing the calm version of me. There was another version at one point. You're seeing the calm version of me. You're seeing the evolved version of me. That was not the version of me at 19 years old when I got married. When I was a mean girl, I was a princess. I was spoiled. I have never heard no. And I was all of those things, and he felt more in love. One of the things that he told me is me being authentic, because everybody else was being everybody else. And what you see now on social media is nothing but carbon copies of the it girl. Whatever the it girl is considered, every woman is trying to be her so that she'll get picked or get chosen to get a ring on her finger. And that is the very thing that's pushing men away in the first place, because no one wants the copy. Most people want the original. Hello. Let me move over to YouTube right quick. You're right. You look obvious when you're in a chasing state. He can feel it. Because most women don't know how to hide it. If you're focused, let's say you have a whole rotation, Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? Tom is like your number one. You really feel like this could be potential. This could be your husband. And then you start feeling this could be my husband. You start daydreaming of a wedding. You start daydreaming of kids. You start daydreaming of your life together. Dick and Harry will be able to feel that, because you're going to start pulling away. You're not going to realize it. It's going to even start with little touches, little glances. You're going to start pulling away. Well, if he looks if any of the other men look at you a certain way, or they start trying to touch you in a certain way, you're going to pull away in a manner that you've already connected to Tom, because of the fact that men can feel when you start moving and pushing away from them. I told you they're very good at reading energy and body language versus women. Yeah, remember when you were young, boys have cooties, how you have to act. Absolutely, I remember that too. You got cuties. They really do have cuties. We just tolerate them if they're worthy. Absolutely. I've definitely made that mistake. I just want my man to give me more money. Y'all so silly. I know that's right though. And that brings me back to your comment. And I like most people would not even when people ask me about what did I get for Christmas, my husband knows me well. Like I've put the heap amount of jewelry and all these extra expensive things for my husband. But one of the things that he knows very well is I like dollars. I don't like cents, sir. I like dollars. So he tends to give me money. This Christmas, he bought me some crypto. And see, that made my heart sing because my love language is money. My love language is security. My love language is stability. And I know it comes from the fact of where I grew up in. So since I grew up in a specific way, he speaks to what I like and what I need for me. So I got crypto. I might have got a little jewelry, but crypto is one of the main gifts that he gave me, and I love it. Literally, I'm like, you trying to plan for New Year's. I'm like, where the December deposit? I mean, thanks for Xmas gift, but dang, absolutely. How can we bring balance on this topic? I feel that men want to feel that they are cared for and feel desired by the woman that they are chasing. The thing is, he'll feel cared for by you giving him respect. I think that women really do believe that men love like we do. They don't. A man will take your respect over your love any single day. If you want to show a man that you love him, that you care about him, that you are interested in a relationship with him, just respect him, baby. That's all you have to do. Women make this so complicated because you're complicated. You're complicated. And since you're complicated, you think everybody else is. Men aren't that way. All you have to do is respect him. That is all you have to do. Listen to his lame jokes. If they are lame, maybe they're funny. I don't know. Respect him. Don't talk over him. Don't emasculate him. And this is how you show a man that you care about him. It is not in the gifts. It is not in the affirmations. It is not in the service. It's not in the manner that a lot of women talk about. And usually I can tell if women know what they're talking about, because if you don't know, when a man wants you to show care, concern, and love, all you got to do is respect him. That is it. That is you. That is all he wants. He doesn't want your gift. He doesn't want you to give to him. He wants your respect. Love is equal to respect in a man's mind. Met a guy the other day who says he wants me. Shall I tell him that I like to be spoiled? Don't tell him, show him. Show him that you like to be spoiled. Spoil yourself first. Spoil yourself first. The thing is, I think we mess up a good thing by we constantly saying it. Even when I like talking, I like money. I love money. I love having money. But I'm not going to be running around here and screaming from the mountaintops about money, because that will scare, that will trigger, that will have people repelled from me. So you don't need to constantly tell them I'm spoiled. I am spoiled. I like this and this and this. No, ma'am. All you have to do is spoil yourself. Be spoiled. Let him see that you are spoiled. Less talking, more showing. Maybe that you have expectations for standards of treatment. Outline especially men aren't mind readers. They aren't mind readers, but talking too much is a turn off. Talking too much is a turn off. Usually when people talk too much, they don't know what they're talking about. They aren't what they are claiming to be. If you are spoiled, show that you're spoiled. Walk like you're spoiled. Know that you're spoiled. Embody being spoiled. Trust me, no one, when he sees that you are spoiled, the line of speaking, when he speaks or communicating with you, one of the things he's going to be is asking about what you need from him versus what you can do for him. That's a big difference. I've never had to go around and tell everybody that I am spoiled. If you don't know, You'll learn by watching me. All you need to do is watch me. Watch the way I carry myself. Watch the way I speak. Watch who I interact with. Just watch. Watch, baby, and you'll learn that I'm spoiled. A lot of us want to run around here saying it, but we don't know how to embody it. If we're mean to men, we feel as if he don't respect him. No, no. Mean girl, see, you all are, I think y'all associate being mean with something you see on television. Being mean is just reinforcing your boundaries, your standards. That is the type of mean I'm talking about. You can't mistreat me and stay in my life. You can't mistreat me and continue to receive my energy. That is what I'm talking about as far as mean. A lot of you all think that you don't have to, you shouldn't be sitting here sacrificing being that mean girl for respect in the first place. If he is willing to disrespect you, mistreat you, and do certain things to you, you should be willing to walk away. I think, like I said, y'all really do associate like mean girls to the movie. When you're a mean girl, it means no one is going to mistreat you. You don't allow mistreatment. You walk away. You move around. I'm not going to explain to you that you should be treating me right. I'm not going to beg you to treat me right. I'm not going to prove to you that I'm worthy to be treated right. I'm going to leave. I'm going to withdraw my energy from you. That is mean girl. A mean girl knows how to stand on her foundation. She knows how to not sit here and stay where she is not wanted. I did an entire video on mean girl energy. You all might need to go watch it, especially if you're new to my platform. Go watch it on my YouTube channel. It's in probably my playlist. Be his wife. You need to go back and watch that, because the mean girl isn't, y'all, we're not going out here stepping on his puppy or something, or kicking his dog or kicking him around. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say mean girl energy, I'm saying you're going to stand 10 toes down in what you believe is right. You're going to make sure you're not mistreated. People don't mistreat me. Like, I don't have those same situations or those struggles, because of the fact that people can realize and see that I'm a mean girl. I know how to stand on my own, and I know how to sit here and speak up for myself also. And you should too. Don't confuse what you see in the television where a person is going over just saying mean things to a person. That's mean spirited. Know the difference. You need to be a mean girl, but you don't need to be mean spirited. I am the sweetest person when needed. But baby, you can flip that switch real quick and get that mean girl who is not going to tolerate mistreatment ever or disrespect. That is how you all get in these relationships with someone is disrespecting you, mistreating you. I've been married for 21 years, and that man ain't never uttered or said or disrespected me ever in his life. He better to have done it under his breath outside my home, but he's never done it to my face, because that's something I will not tolerate. I do not tolerate any type of disrespect. That is mean girl. Mean spirited is if I'm going around kicking puppies or just saying stuff to be mean. Why would you say stuff to be mean? That just shows that you're a bad person and you have bad character. Like, I'm not just gonna go say stuff to be mean. Y'all don't get twisted or confused what mean girl energy truly is, because I think you all don't understand what it is. You associate what you saw on the television or the movie called Mean Girls. That's not what it is, baby. That's not what it is. What if he treats me well? What other ways can we be mean to him? Do exactly like I said. Stand on your values, your morals, your rules. Don't bend your standards for him. That is how. Facts. 101. Sometimes young women confuse the concept with a mean girl because they were raised in families with little to no. Absolutely, little to no boundaries is not going to help you. Like I say this all the time. High standards, high heels, better outcomes and results. It always works. The women who have the higher standards, the high maintenance, the high value, they're always going to be surrounded by masculine energy. They're going to have their pick of the masculine energy. Women who don't understand you need to enforce your boundaries, have standards, And you shouldn't be so concerned about trying to how to show him something. He should be more concerned about how to show you something. He should be concerned about how to show and earn your respect, how to prove to you that he's going to be a provider. Is he showing you these things? Or are you more concerned about how do I show him? How do you communicate your boundaries and enforce them? The thing is, we're communicating our boundaries and we're not enforcing them. We need to be more concerned with enforcing our boundaries. If, for instance, let's say you don't want to accept calls after 9 p.m., okay? In order to enforce your boundaries, this means you do not accept any calls after 9 p.m. When you don't understand how boundaries work, you answer the phone call and then you say, hey, I don't accept calls after 9 p.m. You want to enforce your boundaries? Do it. That is how you enforce boundaries. You don't communicate anything. Those who communicate the boundaries, they don't have any. And they're the more than likely they will violate your boundaries too. Apostle White said, I think men should know that they have to earn caring and desiring from us. Yeah, they have to earn everything. You have to make a man earn you. If you continue to give yourself away for free, you will only get the results of something for 99 cents or free. You will always get those results. If you don't make him earn you, earn your time, earn your caring, earn your desire, earn the relationship, earn from you, baby, everything gonna be free. Everything gonna be up in the air. How much attention should we give the man to show him we are interested without giving too much? Wrong question. That is the wrong question. And we're still asking the wrong questions. This is the reason why I truly do believe that before we start thinking that we're ready for dating, maybe we should take the time to actually do self-discovery or inner work. We should start really actually addressing our why. Because when you're so focused on what another person needs, I wonder, do you even make sure that you have your needs taken care of? And usually that's a no. For people who always focus on someone else's need and what they require and how to make their life better, usually that's a people pleaser. And that people pleaser don't get the things they need. So that is the wrong question. We're not going to this act trying to figure out how much attention we should show him. Be yourself. Be confident in who you are. Don't try to change yourself in order to fit into some type of box. It's going to get you the man. And let everything flow in the manner it should be. And this is also, I know that we definitely need to, we've had so much, I think that when it comes to social media, we've had so much light femininity training that you all really do think that you have to do everything to prove yourself to him. You don't understand that when a man is a man, a masculine energy man, he will be able to see what he values and take heed to it and hunt and go after you. You don't have to constantly be giving him all this attention, all these gifts and saying certain things to get that attention from him. When you're doing it in that manner, it's going to fall flat. You're not going to get the results that you desire from that. So, wrong question. Flip that mess around and ask yourself, how much attention should a man give me? How much attention should a man give you in order for you to even feel like he's even a potential? That is the correct question. That's why inner work, self-discovery, all of that is important. It truly is important. When you start really addressing why you do certain things or why you to handle things in a certain manner, and then you have a self-awareness about yourself, it makes you more powerful. No one can use you against you. And this is what I'm seeing. Some of you all are going to be used against yourself. Like your insecurities, your doubts, your people pleasing, all of those things are going to be flipped against you. And you're going to attract the men who are going to play into that trauma, drama, doubts, or insecurity. Remember, I said yesterday that when you actually do the work for self, you become high value, high maintenance, and then you attract all the boys to the yard. Then you just start vetting from there. So I went shopping with a guy last week to get some perfume for Xmas. His idea. I found some dresses I really liked. Something else. Go to the checkout line. He got a little upset that I didn't ask him first. Then I would write that down as a red flag. Did he pay for it? If he paid for it, he can stay mad in the car while we carry my bags out. That if he paid for it, he can stay mad in the car while he carries the bags out. That's how you attract narcissists. Yeah, you attract narcissists when you are so insecure, you're so doubting, you're trying to please, you're trying to figure out how to get that attention, you're trying to do what it takes in order to get that man. You will attract a narcissist. I was unbothered, but thinking in my head, I'm going to have to dump him now, LOL. But he ended up buying everything anyway, and literally he acted like nothing happened. But he paid. Like I said, he can be mad in the car. He can be mad in the car. And I would just make a notation, I would make one literally, but I would like keep it in my head that, oh, he kind of backed away or had something to say about a purchase. Oh, I didn't see your comment. Men love bitches. You become a bitch when you have yourself together. You must do the inner work and gain confidence in yourself. How else can you become the prize? Absolutely. The thing is, I'm starting to see, and I'm starting to get the feeling. I don't know. Someone else, y'all need to tune in and with me and see, because I'm starting to really see that when people say or women say I am the prize, is that becoming like an affirmation at this point? Or do you really embody being the prize? Are you being the prize? Because saying you're the prize and being the prize are two different things. I'm just confused. Like, I'm thinking it's becoming an affirmation and a way to motivate yourself to be the prize. Because when I hear or see videos online, I realize that people are saying they're the prize, but they don't know what it takes to be one. They don't know what it takes and not willing to do what it takes to be one. Like, is it an affirmation? I'm just wondering. Like, y'all clue me in, because I'm older. I'm a little seasoned with some brown sugar. I'm a little seasoned, right? And since I'm a little seasoned, I realized that, and I'll be up there on these videos like, yeah, you the prize, but then in the next sentence, there's so much confusion and so much, not having an understanding of what that looks like for them to be the prize. Like, is it an affirmation these days? Like, are y'all using it as affirmation as a way to motivate yourself to become the prize? Or do you really want to be the prize? Because being the prize does require you to actually put your foot down and say, no, if you're not treating me this way, you won't have any of my time or my energy. And the thing is, we don't have to say a lot. Do y'all really think that high value, high maintenance women, princess energy women, are running around here having these conversations, communicating in the manner you think we are? No. What we do, we withdraw our energy when it's not fitting or serving us. We don't. That's the reason why I have to get up here and have to really think on how to say these things. It's going to reach women, and so you'll get an understanding of it, because these are things that I just do. Like, I just do, and I just do these things. I don't really think about them because they are part of me. It is who I am. So I'm embodying that energy. And I want you ladies to do the same, because I'm like, are y'all using it as an affirmation? Are y'all getting up every morning and putting it on your mirror or in your journal, I am the prize? But then you go here and give Tyrone some time when Tyrone ain't had a job in 6 years and got about 10 baby mamas and has no opportunities in life. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Because I'm highly confused. And the more that I'm on social media, the more confused I'm getting. Because if it's an affirmation, babe, that's the first step. The first step is using it as affirmation and motivation, okay? The second stage is starting to embody the prize energy, to be the prize, to have yourself living by a certain level of rules and standards. Like, everything in my life is intentional and purposeful. It is not, I didn't just get here. I had to learn how to embody all of the things I talk about and just be it. So when I step out my house, people say, look, that's a high maintenance chick. I can tell. No one approaches me and say, well, oh, you're going to accept this. because they already see what I'm breaking. When I'm breaking, I'm stepping high in these high heels, and I'm stepping high with these standards. So no one is going to sit here and give me 99 cents when I'm definitely a label. No one ever does that. But that's embodying it. That's no longer using it as an affirmation or for motivation. I think at this point, the person who gave us the prize, which is Sure Seven, you got to give her flowers where the flowers are due, baby. She gave us the inspiration and the motivation, but I'm gonna add on to it and say we need to start being it. Like y'all want to learn how to communicate everything. Some of the things don't need communication. Some of the things need y'all to withdraw your energy. That's what some of it needs. Some of you all can solve your problem today by walking away, moving around. And that will tell someone that you're not going to accept that type of behavior. And if they lose a good woman, they lose a good woman. If he couldn't see you for what you are and the value you bring to a relationship, why are you trying to prove yourself to him? Baby, stop chasing men. Stop chasing men. That's why I say it's an affirmation these days, LOL. Yeah, it is an affirmation. Because right now, I am on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I'm loving that. I've been on TikTok more because I get to see, I think TikTok is the reality of the conversations in dating versus YouTube. YouTube is circular conversations where it's the same topics, same people, same things going on and on and on, and they never gonna solve anything. So I decided to move over to a platform. I'm still on YouTube, as y'all can tell, but I decided to spend more of my time on a platform where y'all are actually discussing the real problems and let's find solutions. But then I also realized the more I look through that some of the women are just using the things that Shira gave us as inspiration and motivation. Y'all are not using it to implement and to apply. Like that's what embodying is. If you're going to embody something, you implement it and you're applying it. You are being it. You don't even have to think about being it. You don't sit here and try to think about, okay, what I got to say. Baby, you're doing it. That's embodying it. It's you. Good observation and question. It is starting to sound like an affirmation. Withdraw your energy. Absolutely. I mean, it's some of the problems that I see on social media. It'd be so simple. It is so simple. I can solve your problem in about 5 seconds. You all are making it complicated. Men are making it complicated. It's not. It's not. I guarantee you, relationships are the easiest thing. Raise some kids. That's hard. That's hard. Being a parent is hard. Yeah. Relationships are easy. Parenting is hard. Women today, that's why I say women today are not the prize. If they were, wouldn't we see all of the foolishness we see these days? Absolutely, baby, we wouldn't even see half of it. If women understood the power that they have in themselves, we could literally change back the hands of time. Do you realize how powerful women are? We could change the hands of time. We can set relations back to the old days. We could, but we have to all get on the same accord and realize that we deserve more. And I know that's wishful thinking and nothing but dreams and fairy tales at this point. Because some women are stuck in their ways and don't want to learn anything new. All right, so let me see what we have on Instagram. That's how you attract. Oh, it's basically an affirmation. It is. Like I posted a video on Instagram where this young lady, she's not even married, but she's giving all her check to this guy, and she's only getting $100 a week, but she's working. Why is she working? For one. For two, why is she not married but giving all her money up? Like that's just a whole disaster waiting to happen. And then I saw another video from that same couple that indicated that it was a joke. I don't believe it. I know how people are these days. When they realize they're getting a lot of backlash, then it's a joke. Then it's he kind of mess. I already know better. They look like the type of couple that do some mess like that. It seems like it's like a fake till you make it technique until they believe it. And see, that's a mistake. You don't want to fake it till you make it, period. Because when you fake it till you make it, all it takes is one challenge. All it takes is one time that you're going to be challenged. And then you fold like paper. Because it's not you. It's not who you are. You haven't done the work. One man reached out today to me. I was done. He asked me about having a baby. Women need to realize that they can solve their own problems by walking away. Why tolerate that mess? I don't know. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie and not act like that the stuff that is posted on the internet and social media is not entertaining. It is. But then also it's sad. It is sad that you're giving your energy away. Feminine energy is so powerful that you're just giving it away willy-nilly. You're allowing your radiance to leak just because of the fact that you want to entertain dust. You want to entertain someone who cannot even provide for you or support you or accept you for the woman you are. Why? Why? A pastor, I said, quiet as it's kept. We really need a sex strike. Start the Great Reset. Absolutely. They've done this in other countries and it worked. They've had a sex strike in other countries and it has changed the entire dynamic of the political scene. Women have realized in other countries how much power they have and they can reset the hands of time. But of course, America's a whole nut job. It's a whole nut job out here. It's a whole nut job out here. Women who are modern, because honestly, when it comes down to it, every woman wants a man who's going to step up, provide, and take care of business. That's period. That's if you're a modern woman or a traditional woman. The thing is, we are holding on to what we think is right for us versus what may be better for us. Traditional women are going to get it from traditional men and modern men. Both species of men are going to want that traditional woman. That is how it is. That modern woman, she should be gravitating towards a modern man. And he can still be a person that steps up. I don't know who taught y'all that they won't. I know there's so many classifications of men, alpha, beta, sigma, whatever. But there is a classification of a man that is still going to allow the 50-50, the equality, and all that stuff. He will. It's out there. Don't listen to the internet. The internet know what we're talking about. I operate and live around real people. I'm a real person. Real person. Okay? Okay, that's why I said you are right. When people do face backlash, then it's a joke. Nope, this is not a joke. I don't take that as a joke. Because someone right now was looking at that video and saying, oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Maybe I should give my boyfriend my entire check and get $100. And then there was some men in it. This is how I know that men aren't men in the manner they should be. Because men should be like, well, he shouldn't be doing it unless they're married. That's a whole marriage conversation. That's a whole marriage conversation of how the money is going to be managed. Boyfriend and girlfriend is not even a real relationship in the first place. It's something that is new. It hasn't even been around long. Because a lot of other cultures understand the fact that we don't need to date. We don't need to date. The Black community don't need to date. But y'all continue to keep this shenanigans and all of the mess going. Y'all keep on. It's very entertaining. And as long as you're entertaining in this matter, you're watching the numbers fall. And the Black community slowly falling lower and lower down the totem pole because of the fact that we do not take relationships serious in the manner it should be. We don't need to date forever. And it is a bunch of mess. That's the reason why I don't engage. A lot of women have reached out to me and said, why you don't talk about those type of topics? Because I've learned that what you engage in will grow. And if it's negative, it can blow up. If it's positive, it can get bigger. So that's the reason why I stay at those conversations. And anyway, why would I have those type of conversations when I absolutely do believe that I'm a woman? I'm a woman first. I'm going to operate as a woman first. I'm going to move as a woman first. I'm going to make decisions as a woman first. Then I'm Black. Woman first, then Black. Being Black is not my entire identity. And that has helped me to be very successful in all areas of life. Getting caught up in these conversations, they're circular. And they just continue to go round and round with the same topics. I don't have time for that. Like, I like solutions better. It's a very low vibration. I scroll past. Baby, I just started blocking them. Because on TikTok, there's a lot of those conversations being had. I don't went to the list of blocking them because I don't want any parts of it. Because it's nothing but circular conversations. Like y'all are not solving anything. Where are the solutions? As soon as I start hearing solutions, seeing solutions, then I could maybe do a video on it. But for now, I like the way my platform is set up. And I think that has helped me a whole lot more than to be involved in all of this mess and shenanigans. Wait, they're not married. They're not married. They're not married. When I went and checked out the full video on his page, they are not married. So when I looked and seen they weren't married, I was like, that's a no. It's one thing to be married, a married woman, do that foolishness, but she is single. She is single. She is single. She's setting herself up for failure. Hopefully she's vetted, in which I can probably tell you. Let me tell you this: most women aren't vetted. Most women don't vet. When I say anything about vetting, people get in their feelings and say, I fell in love and he was a good man. Well, that's you. The exception cannot be the rule. Just because you fell in love with a man and he just happened to have the right bags, he just happened to have the right background, he just happened to have everything all the way around right for you, that's not a good tactic for women overall. That lady is being scammed big time. She bragging about. Absolutely. That guy doesn't care if they're married or not. He's getting free money and he'd probably go and spend that money on a woman that he actually likes. Absolutely. Don't y'all know that when a man is into a woman and he's obsessed with that woman, do you see a man making that woman pay? Most of the time, the men that I have met, they're obsessed with their wives, obsessed with the ground that she walks on. He won't even make her lift a finger. He is doing everything he can do to make sure she has the best of the best of the best. But you all up here accepting less. Y'all out here accepting less, but I literally know women in real life, not just including myself, who get the best of the best of the best, but doesn't even think of trying to make me pay. Doesn't even think of trying to make me pay. I just want to say, ladies, hang up your capes, date up and date out. Date up and date out. Y'all know I don't, as far as when it comes down to dating, I believe you should open up the rotation, date the rainbow, in order to get to the man that's going to fit you and your lifestyle. But stop chasing men. Stop chasing him. He can feel that you're chasing him. All the mental energy that you give trying to figure out where he is, what he's doing, how he's spending his time, he can feel that, because of the fact a lot of times we don't realize that we withdraw. We withdraw from the things we love. We withdraw from the people that we love. We withdraw from the things that we like to do when we're into a guy. So it's easy to notice. It's easy to see. The thing is, when you start leveling up and doing that inner work and self-discovery for yourself, let me tell you what's going to happen. He's going to be the one trying to figure out where you are. He's going to be the one trying to figure out what you're doing. He's the one going to try to figure out what you would like. If you want to change that dynamic, change yourself first. Change yourself first and your mindset and the dynamic and the way you're dating. And baby, you can have those results. And honestly, it is not hard. The hardest thing in life is parenting. The hardest thing in life is parenting. It is not relationships. That's what blows my mind when I see so many platforms talking about relationships. It's not hard. It truly isn't. We make it hard because we have so many things going on inside ourselves that we haven't addressed yet. That is what the issues are. All right, so I'm going to answer this question on Instagram and YouTube. Don't get off here because I'm already over time. What's your opinion on having a man or two that you use just for sex? Basically what men do to us. I don't subscribe to that, because men can tell when you're sleeping with someone else, because you're going to give favor to that man. When you're sleeping with a man, that is creating a bond, and it's a natural bond. Your body immediately starts bonding with him, and you're going to actually overlook the other two and stop spending more time with them. Stop taking their calls, not wanting to text, not wanting to answer the phone, because you're so invested with the guy who's actually giving you sex or giving you that big O. So you're not going to So I don't agree with it. And I know there's some people that say, oh, well, have a man that you have sex with and then have a whole rotation. I say no. Hoard your energy like it is leaking. Like if it leads you that you're going to lose something. Hoard your energy. Be very picky and quirky about who gets that feminine energy. You can continue to look for what you want. Just don't date forever. Don't let your hormones choose for you. Bro, how can we keep the man chasing constantly without him losing interest? Be yourself. Become a better version of you. Do the work for you. Do the inner work, the self-discovery. Figure out your big whys, and you will glow. You will grow. The person said, that's why I was so surprised that my guy got a little bit upset when shopping, but he paid for it anyway, as he should. So who cares? Definitely keeping tabs on that. Absolutely. People's status be like, it's complicated in a relationship. And you know what? There's nothing complicated about that relationship. That relationship is no relationship, and I would disengage from that and start dating. Yeah, pedestal I use for sex, masculine. Get your body under control. That's how you win. Absolutely. You win a whole lot faster if you can get your body under control. Hoard your energy like it is leaking. Like if you lose energy, you lose your glow. Think of it like that. And that's what happens. We don't realize it. When you're sleeping with someone, it's not hard to tell. It's easy to tell if you're sleeping with someone. It's easy to tell. It truly is. Don't sleep with anybody. You'll grow, you'll glow when you're not sleeping with someone. Your radiance will get brighter. Don't sleep with anybody else. I know there's so many other people who tell you that. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. A lot of times they're not even in the relationship that you would want to be in the first place. Y'all have to realize a lot of people married, right? I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people married, a lot of people in relationships. But the whole kicker is, what do you see for yourself? What type of marriage do you want to have? Do you want to be provided for? Do you want to be taken care of? Do you want to be spoiled? Do you want to be coddled? Do you want to be a woman in your relationship? Consider that before you start taking advice from these randoms. Because I've heard that too. I've heard a woman say that you're supposed to have one person to sleep with and then still have a rotation. But baby, the only way you will be able to do that if you are freaking, you have to be very, very good. And I guarantee you're not better than a man noticing you're pulling away. You're not better than that. Women intentionally do that when they start creating that bond. And sex is bonding. Sex is bonding. Say it with me now, and say it loud and say it proud. Sex is bonding. When you have sex, you have chosen. You have chosen. Because your body's continue to bond to that person, and you're going to want to spend more time with that person. You're going to think about that person. That is what sex does. That's the reason why you pull your energy, keep your legs closed, and don't do anything with that man. That is why you don't do it. And it keeps the cat and mouse continuing. Men love that cat and mouse. They love that competition. Once you start sleeping with one, what competition is there? Trust and believe he will know. He will know. Some of you all don't realize that. When you have sex, you have chosen. Sex is for bonding. So sex is for marriage. But nobody want to have these conversations because you're going to be stuck on stupid for him. He could be a freaking murderer, a killer, a bank robber, and you're going to overlook it because you're having sex with him. And it is good. Baby, don't let it be good. Don't let it be good. Are you really going to let that good pee-pee go? You're going to really let that good stuff go to date somebody else. When you have sex, you have chosen. You've chosen. Sex is for bonding. Sex is for marriage. If you're not married, don't do it. Don't do it. A pastor wife said, I want to be a spoiled housewife who doesn't have to pay for a thing or lift a pretty finger, and my husband happily provides. Absolutely. A man will want to provide and take care and spoil a woman that is worth being spoiled. And what I mean by worth, you determine that worth. Catch that word. You determine that worth. But if you out here listening to these people who haven't obtained the very thing that you want, thinking that you can have a rotation and then sleep with one of them, baby, your body gonna make a fool of you. Watch. I've seen it so many times where a woman will start sleeping with this man, thinking she can date and do like men. Y'all think y'all can move like men. And I'm telling you right now, feminine energy, we are not trying to move like men. We can't operate like men. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you want to operate like men, just take into context that he may want you to spoil and coddle him. You're welcome. You're welcome. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Sex is a bonding tool. It was meant for two people within a marriage that's going to stay together, and he's going to be in his roles and responsibility within the marriage. When you do it outside of marriage or relationship, baby, you're going to get what you get. Like, it's, to me, this is all logic. But I realize that we live in a time when there's so many voices, and some of y'all are not even listening to married women who are spoiled, coddled, and princesses in their own real life. You're listening to people who are inspiring to be that. I'm here. I am that. I am a pedestal wife. Thank you. Even if he's a good man, close your legs. Oh my God, I'm late to this live. Sex is my weak point. I've done a lot of content about sex. I've done it in my older content on YouTube. If you all don't know, I do have a YouTube page. There's 348 page of videos. 348 videos. Go hit those playlists because they're all divided up for you. And there's literally one that says start here for a beginning pedestal wife. Start there and work your way through those videos because every last one of them opens up a new level, new information so that you can be your best. Y'all are using sex wrong. In the beginning, you date multiple men. You have your rotation. You figure out which man is going to be the best or fit for you and yours and your lifestyle. Okay? Sex is the bait. Sex is the bait. Sex is not for you to start having sex with one of them now, or two of them now, or three of them now. Why? Because sex is the bait. You get to know who he is. If a man falls out the rotation because he wants sex, then good. You eliminated him. Great job. This means this man don't have no dick discipline, which is what you want. Men should have standards. You want to marry one who has standards. So sex is a big one. This is how you vet him. Sex is the bait. Sex doesn't happen until after marriage because it's a bonding tool. This is what sex does for you. Once you're married and you have great sex, right? You have great sex and you're a married woman. You start looking at him like he can't do anything wrong. You start overlooking all of his things that you might not find so attractive before. Now you find him attractive. That is what sex does to you. Sex will screw up your brain. And even when you're in a marriage, you still got to figure out how to ground yourself so you don't get to the point where you lose yourself. That's how powerful sex is. And we're just using it willy-nilly, just throwing it on everybody, opening up legs for anybody. And this is the reason why we have so much confusion too. Because some of y'all can't get beyond the good sex and realize he's not a good person. He's not a good person, but he's good in bed. You know why? He perfected those skills because he already know what it is. He know he ain't a good person. Close your legs. Sex is a bonding tool. I've been saying that since the beginning. Sex is a bonding tool. Do not use it in the manner that y'all are using it. Y'all are using it in a way to get a man to fall in love with you, and trust and believe you will fall in love and he will not. %, yes. Testing his discipline. Men have to have discipline. That is the very reason why there's so many cheating scandals and all these things going on with sex, because these men did not have any dick discipline in the beginning. And you all weren't concerned with it because of the fact you fell with legs open wide too. All women are worthy, but not all men see all women worthy. What makes a man see a woman worthy? When you reflect himself, his values. See, the thing is, to be worthy in a man's eyes, he has to see that. You can't make him see your worth. You can't make him see your value. You can't make him see you're the one. We have got to get rid of this thinking. And this is new age thinking, because I didn't grow up with this thinking. I was taught from the beginning that either he see your worth, he see your value, or he don't. And if he don't, move around. That's what I was taught. And I'm teaching you all the same thing. Because that's what the elders in my household, my grandmother taught me, that you can't make him see you're worthy. Some of us are trying to figure out that little trick or what we have to do or the sauce in order to make a man see us worthy. Because you want the little corner dude, JoJo, little Tim Tim, all these little nicknames these people got going on. You want him to see your worth. Baby, if he ain't seen it now, he ain't gonna ever see it. Move around. A man can only see his worth when he sees his worth, period. He see the worth, he see it. He acknowledge it. and he'll act accordingly. There's nothing you can do other than be yourself and be your best self. That is all you can do. Wow, wow, wow. But I also have a lot of content on this type of topic. I've always said that sex is a bonding tool. Y'all are using it wrong. So make sure that you take time to like, comment, and subscribe to the page. We're growing, and I appreciate you, ladies. I appreciate all the newbies and all the new pedestals out there showing up. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for my oldies but goodies. Hey, babes, hi, pedestal wives. How y'all doing? Y'all always here. You're always in the building. I appreciate you so much. And I'm getting ready to go ahead and close this live stream out. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye.